Hey guys, Liz here, aka Isabelle Cheren. I haven't done a coffee for a while. Coffee? I can't even say the word. I haven't done a coffee for a while because I have been actually quite distracted and quite busy. In real life, that is. I've just been so caught up with so many other things that I've actually fell a little bit behind. It's just one of those things, isn't it? I think we all find that things crop up and we get distracted. So here I am just giving a quick update to my rather interesting life. And it is interesting, and then not. I hope you all had a lovely Valentine's Day. I, of course, spent it with the most gorgeous young man that I could possibly ever hope to have spent it with. He turned up with a red rose and a card he'd made me. He's 8 years old and he's my grandson. You all thought I had someone, didn't you? No, I don't have anyone. And funnily enough, do you know what? I've only ever received a Valentine's card once in my life. I think I've mentioned this before, ages ago. I've only ever received one once in my life. I kid you not. Even when I was married, it wasn't something he tended to celebrate. It wasn't a very romantic relationship, although, obviously we cared for each other, but he was kind of awkward and he didn't learn that. And funnily enough, he learned all of that when we split up, when we divorced. He learned the art of romance and everything, so someone else got the benefit of that for I think about 8 years they were together. But anyhow, I digress. I've only ever received one Valentine's card in my life, and that was from a lad I went to high school with. I finished high school, and he turned up at my doorstep with his card and a pen. A pen. Yeah, I know. Wow, Liz, how lucky are you? Well, the pen was very novel, I have you know, that she was in a bikini, and when you turned her upside down to write, the bikini slipped off. Yeah, I know. What a strange gift to give a girl. Back in the 80s, I guess that was kind of like, okay. And to be honest, it would be okay today. I found it hilarious. I mean, I used that pen for ages. I used to find it so funny. And I was just like, who makes these things? But he gave me a card, and in the card was a photo of him in his school uniform, sitting on his leather sofa at home. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I've still got that card and I've still got that photo. He wasn't anyone I was interested in, but I just thought, do you know what? You are the only boy, and he wasn't really a boy, a young man. He was 18, to have ever done that for me, and no one has ever done that since. I'm 58 years old. And no one has ever done that since. It might be, I question the reasons why. And I think it's because I'm a fairly dismissive person when it comes to romance. I love romance, but I don't expect it. And I think that's where I've gone wrong in life. I tend to make excuses that, oh, there's no need. You don't need to do that. Oh, you don't need to buy me that watch or that. Oh, no, you don't need to buy me diamonds and pearls and blah, blah, blah and give me flowers. Well, actually, I think I was wrong doing that, because actually I think I was so careful and dismissive of things. I kind of put men off. And now I sit back here at the age of 58 thinking, Jesus Christ, I'd love a Valentine's card. Anyhow, but I hope you all had a wonderful time, and it's special to some people. Other people, it's a pain in the neck. It reminds them of the very unhappy marriage they're in, or the very unhappy relationship, or it's sad because people don't have someone. Like I don't have anyone, but that's I don't require someone to make my life complete. However, yeah, I would like someone in my life. And my SL friends will say to me, oh, well, you could, why don't you find someone in here? And I've had a few moments where my friends, Chris and Rosie, have suggested people to me, and they really don't meet what I'm looking for. My friend Chris sort of hooked me up with this guy. Turns out he's married in real life. Really? No. And Rosie tried to hook me up with someone who probably is a nice fella, but I don't think he was interested in me. And also in SL, he had someone. So that it just kind of didn't make any sense to me. So I stay away from it. SL is not ideally the place that I want to meet someone. And I do have high expectations of someone. And I think that's because of age and maybe my maturity now. I never used to expect things out of people. I gave everybody a chance, and I've had some real knocks in life. I didn't have a knock with my husband. I think we were ill-matched at the time. When I met him, I felt absolutely besotted with him. But we were two different types of people. We are now really good friends, and I think that's where we learned something. But I am particular, and I always say to anybody that asks me, why haven't you meet so many guys on dating sites and stuff. I've stopped even meeting them now. I just give them a quick hi back or whatever. I just can't be bothered. But I think it's because now I have an expectation. I do expect someone to give something. Not in terms of give me a gift, but I expect them to give me intelligence. I expect them to give me the fact that they're actually committed to something in life. I expect them to be working. I expect them to be more or less self-sufficient, because my God, I'm not. And so I can't pick someone up. I've done that a lot over my life. I've always picked someone up, all that kind of thing. Not cared about myself. And I think at this stage of life, I want to meet someone that's more or less on the same wavelength as me, as quirky as me, understands me, who's not looking for a bunch of people to date at the same time as me. Do you know how hard that is to find now? Honest to God, it is so hard to find because of the dating world and how dating sites have evolved, and it's all internet based. There are so many people, and I don't think they know how to be monogamous anymore. I don't think people really understand how to be monogamous anymore, because every guy I will talk to, when I have given them a chance, I've always got a number of people on the go at the same time. Now, you're never going to get to know someone if you've got 5 people that you're balancing at once. If you meet someone and you like the look of them, you've got to give each other a go, because, and that doesn't mean commitment, but it does mean, step back, spend some time with that person and get to know them. But I find it difficult if I realise they've got me mixed up with someone else and whatever. And that happens a lot. I'm very attuned to when that happens, or when someone isn't quite free. So yeah. That's Valentine's for me. In my Second Life world, I've started to feel a lot better about the situation I explained just before Christmas. In my mind, I just think, you know what, to each his own. And I won't lie, it has caused me to find filming and the same enjoyment I get in Second Life as I did before. I have struggled with it, but I'm getting past that. Will I ever speak to that person again? Nah. And to this day, that has still not actually approached me and said why they've stopped talking to me or why anything. So will I ever speak to that person again? No, I won't. Because I just think, you know what, when you deal with people in life, you should never assume anything. I think my dad used to say this quite a lot. Don't assume, Liz, because otherwise you make an ass out of you and me. And that's how I see it. Unless you speak to someone directly and get your facts right, never assume. Anyhow, that's all I've got to say. I'm trying to get back on track with my Second Life videos. I'm a little bit behind with my dance videos. But hey, I have found more interest in Netflix lately. I'm not going to lie, I'm loving a bit of Netflix. Anyhow, have a good week and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.